Welcome to our Savvy series. I'm Catherine Magaña here with Rachel Ivanovich. And today we're going to have a discussion on how to celebrate without overspending or overstretching yourself. So here we are. We're in the fourth quarter. We're actually in November now.
Feels like Thanksgiving almost.
I know. It's like right around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to Campsgiving next weekend.
Oh my gosh,
so
how
that's
fun.
like a pre-Thanksgiving gathering. But the holidays are really meant for joy, connection. Obviously, there's a lot of social events, shopping for some, and really just we want you to take some time and reflect and really start thinking about being intentional about this season coming up. And I know in the past, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming for some, but we just wanted to kind of start the conversation about having that mindset going in and kind of what's important to you with this season coming up.
It's so easy to get frenzied during this season. I could actually feel the energy
I know,
out.
changing right after Halloween. It's like,
It feels like everybody's decorating and I'm already hearing Christmas music. But I think it's really important to think about abundance, not as excess, but about feeling fulfilled and not frantic as you go through your day and you're planning for the holiday season.
So as I was starting to think about this segment, one of the things I was thinking about was a question was, what do I want this season to feel like? And so some things to think about is, are you looking for peace? Are you looking for connection, gratitude? And I think, for me, when I was kind of reflecting is I really like connection. It's like this is a time to really
for families
spend
to come
time,
together.
Yeah, some time as a family and together. And one of the things that we do, because there's so much family that comes together, is right after the holidays, we actually spend a week together just kind of, Jocelyn being
reflecting on the year.
But on just the four of us, we just kind of go off and maybe occasionally maybe my mother-in-law or my sister might come down for a day or two. But for the most part, we spend almost a week together reading, exercising, regrouping, having dinners, and it's just kind of, it gives us a chance to kind of be with, together and spend that time. But I absolutely love, hosting and having people over, and just, it's a very, for me, it's a giving time of year. And so you kind of have to take a step back and think about, what is your joy budget going to be? What is it, what is it that you want to spend money on, or what your time? And I know there's some that instead of buying gifts, like they like to do the experiences.
I love to do that. But I want to circle back because we started the year off with our word for the year.
Yes.
And you said something about thinking about this season in what's the word that you're going to use? Like, is it gratitude? And it's really important for us to be staying aligned with our life goals, with our financial goals, but also what our core values are. And I love how you brought up that you and your family go and have that experience together, because that's something that my family and I have been doing for years, is instead of actually spending money on things during the holidays, we spend money on things together. And so I think this year we're going to go see the Nutcracker.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be nice.
We were going to go last year, but it didn't happen. So maybe this year.
Well, it's funny, as we were kind of sharing, I was thinking the experiences are nice, but my husband likes all the gadgets and stuff. So I was like, I might be able to ask for an experience for myself, but I don't know if I can get out of that with all my whole family.
I think we came up with the whole experience thing because I was like, I never knew what to get my husband for Christmas or for any presents, because he goes to Home Depot and buys himself whatever he wants.
So it's Christmas year round.
I know, exactly.
And so I think as you're looking at, once again, is it gifting? Is there a budget that you have? And that's okay. I mean, this is a good time. I mean, if you're doing charitable giving, there's just a time to, make sure that you have that intentional spending in place instead of just free for all and at the end of the season saying, okay, what did I spend? So I think it's important to be intentional about this.
And have a budget.
Yeah.
And not just a financial budget, but a joy budget.
Okay.
So I heard about that recently. And so what if you wrote down the top 5 things that bring you happiness during the holidays? And sometimes with the holidays, it's a trigger for a lot of people because there's a lot of expectations. And when family members come together, everybody has a different expectation about what they want to have happen or what they think is going to happen. So I think by writing down, okay, what are top 5 things that I really want to do this holiday season, be it Maybe it's some sort of a travel that maybe you're going somewhere together, or maybe you're entertaining and there's certain people that you want to see, or maybe you love decorating and bring out the boxes. We love bringing out our Christmas ornaments every year and going through them and remembering. Okay, this is when Sasha was 5, and this is Julia made this one when she was in first grade or something like that. But then also giving, like you said, charitable giving. But or maybe it's you love doing centerpieces for tables,
or baking,
or baking.
That's an experience too.
So allocating your resources to maybe your top 5 areas first, and then being really intentional and scaling back or skipping the rest, because it's so easy to get sucked in and feeling like you have to buy something for everybody on your list, and it just makes us.
It's that rat race. It's like,
it is,
and then you're trying to think of
what can I get them?
Yeah. Right.
Instead of doing that, maybe you think about, okay, well, maybe we do, a girls' spa day, or we go on, we host a wine night or a game night or something, or create some sort of shared experience together.
So it's interesting. I have a birthday coming up in December.
Yes, you do. December's a busy month for
and then my husband has a birthday in December, and then we have all the holidays, and then we have New Year's.
Are you ready?
I know. I was like, ooh. But for my birthday this year, it's a big birthday. I said, I'd like to go to Disneyland and do an experience.
That will be fun.
Yeah, so we're looking at that. But then I said, well, after looking at the cost of going to Disneyland, it's an arm and a leg, which is, so I said, well, perhaps this will wrap into my holiday, Christmas/birthday. Cool. But that's something that we're looking at as more of an experience, and I think I haven't been in so long. And
when was the last time you went?
I think we went to California Adventure. I just saw.
The twins were how old?
I think they were like 7 or 8 years old, and then prior to that, we did Disneyland. I think a couple years earlier.
10 years ago.
It's been a long time.
Wow.
So it should be interesting because I haven't been in so long, and looking forward to spending.
What's your favorite ride there?
I actually like It's a Small World.
Oh, no, that song's going to get stuck in my head.
I love it. I don't know why.
I like the teacups. Yes, like a spin around.
And then the Jungle Book ride's one of my favorite
fun.
too. But.
So there's also something, circling back to budget and the holidays and purchases, there's something called pause and purpose. So before you actually make the purchase, my husband always gives me grief because I put something in the cart and then I take it out before we get to the checks. He's like, seriously? He's like, you don't have anything in the cart. So before you make the purchase, maybe you pause for, 10 seconds or a minute or whatever, and you reflect, okay, does this align with my core values, with my purpose, with my priorities? Before you just, because it's so easy to be at the check stand and see something, go, I need this too, and throw it in the cart.
Well, as you're talking about core values with this segment, one of the things that I was thinking about is, some of my core values, which I've shared, is family and community and integrity and balance. But one of the things that I was thinking about also is, as we're wrapping up the end of the year, is kind of beginning of next year, kind of revisiting, like, are those still my core values? Has anything changed? So but those are in line with what I want to experience now. But also, I'm also thinking, because we're now fourth quarter, I'm already thinking next year.
And twins going to college.
Yes, it's
TikTok.
I know. It's like everything's happening so fast.
What was your word for the year?
And so mine was present. So being present.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that gone?
I feel that it's worked for me, but I'm probably ready for another
new word.
Are you already thinking of I'm already like in 2026. Rachel's barely
I just got to 2025.
You're barely in 2025. I'm already in 2025.
Don't take it away from me. I still have almost 2 months left.
Yes. So we just thought this was a good time to really kind of think about your mindset, your kind of thoughts about family or experiences and the holidays. And, as we do financial planning, this ties into when we do look at lifestyle, and that's usually factored in. But sometimes
and goals
things
and priorities.
Change. Yeah, and sometimes things change, and maybe you're at a different phase now, or you want to give a little more or less, or you want to view this a little differently. So we're here if you have any questions, or if you want to collaborate about your own specific situation. We're happy to kind of share and go over that with you. And I know we actually have an event today that we're hosting, the Health, Wealth, and Legacy at Hera Hub. I know we're really excited. This is kind of our first event with this group of women, and we hope to do this again in the future. But I think this really, as we're kind of in the fourth quarter and the
Wrapping
season,
up the year.
and also and we're about to approach the holidays. I think this is a good time for that, and so hopefully you got a couple little nuggets from us today. And if you would like a complimentary consultation call with us, you can reach us at 760-692-5700. That's 760-692-5700. And thank you for getting savvy today with us about your finances. And until next time, remember to savvy up. Please stay tuned for important disclosures. The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or any specific security. It is only intended to provide education about the financial industry. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. Any past performance discussed during this program is no guarantee of future results, and the indices referenced for comparison are unmanaged and cannot be invested into directly. As always, please remember investing involves risk and possible loss of principal capital. Please seek advice from a licensed professional. Savvy Woman Wealth Management is a registered investment advisor with the SEC.